out of all the trends I've seen on the internet, the 30-30-30 rule is the only one that I would probably say has a little bit of common sense behind it. Why exactly is that? Well, let me cover that for you just now very quickly. So you eat 30 grams of protein upon waking. So within 30 minutes of waking, you have 30 grams of protein, and then you have 30 minutes of kind of steady state cardio. Basically, I'm not sure how hard and fast the rule is, but that's kind of the premise behind it. And that's really all you need to know. But how can it actually help you? Well, protein is very, very important. Not only does it help you feel fuller for longer and you have repair and growth in the body, but it has something that a lot of people don't actually pay attention to, especially Desi people. In the South Asian community, you guys don't pay enough attention to this because we've been told for long that protein's bad for your kidneys, right? Protein has a high thermic effect, along with some fibrous sources as well, but protein's the highest, right? And if you've ever felt like warm and your body heats up when you've had a lot of chicken, for example, well, that's the thermic effect, right? So when you eat certain foods, your body temperature heats up to process it. When we get people who are trying to lose weight, or when we work with clients and we get them to increase their protein and fiber throughout the day, they tend to see faster rates of weight loss compared to somebody who wants to not eat enough protein and they want to use, keto or low carb, what have you, right? Now, protein is very important because if you're having that throughout the whole day, especially upon waking up, yeah, you'll have better hunger signals in the morning as well and you feel fuller, but you're actually going to be burning perhaps 15, 20, 30 calories even throughout the whole day with these meals, potentially, which adds up. And then you're adding in your steady state cardio in the morning as well, which is a great way to start the day. Can help with blood sugar levels as well, but then it will burn some calories, but I would not hedge all my bets on doing cardio to burn body fat. But it's a great practice, I guess, because you wake up in the morning, you have your protein, and you get moving. Like for me, I think that's a win-win. So if you are somebody who is wanting to look into the 30-30-30, it's not a diet per se, but it's not a hard and fast rule. I follow some variation of it. I do like to do intermittent fasting from time to time as well, but I don't do it all the time, just sometimes I don't feel like eating. But when I wake up, I always have protein and then I go do my steps. And that's kind of the whole premise behind it. What it will do is it'll keep you satiated in the morning, okay? It's a good way for you to have it's a good way for you to focus on your nutrition, because if you can get the idea in your head that protein is good for you, you will inherently then have protein throughout the day. And then if you're doing a little bit of cardio in the morning as well, it sets up your day. And I don't know about you, because I feel this way anyway, when I do my steps, when I do some cardio, especially in the morning, or even if I exercise, my whole day starts to kind of, flow, if that makes sense. So I find that my day is just a little bit better. And I think it's a psychological thing for a lot of us, where when you work out and you do something, you kind of don't want to ruin the rest of your day with poor nutrition. So it's a little hack for you. Okay, so just a very short video. If you are somebody who you want to start somewhere and you want to go on TikTok and waste all this time on Instagram and you want to follow something, I would argue that this is probably one of the better things to follow. Certainly much better than any of these silly treadmill workouts you see. What is it, 4-5-2-1 methods and the treadmill, whatever it is. No, none of that's going to directly boost the weight loss, okay? Weight loss, whether you want to accept it or not, is an energy balance thing, okay? I know there's millions of other, pages, no, not millions, but hundreds of other pages with millions of followers who are telling you about carnivore this and fasting this and etc. But remember, anytime you restrict any food, so whether it is restricting meat intake or dairy or carbs or whatever, you are removing energy and you're going to be in an energy deficit or calorie deficit, as you would otherwise know. Okay, so remember, fasting, keto, whatever it is, it's a restriction of energy, calories, and that's what's causing the weight loss. But all these pages and these influencers have these movements created around it. And listen, at the end of the day, it's getting people results, but it's creating extremely unhealthy relationships with food, okay? So this is simple. Eat protein throughout the day. It's so simple, right? Eat protein throughout the day, okay? If you're someone who loves desi food, if you're having roti salan, if you're having biryani, pilau, whatever it may be, you got to make sure you're getting in the chicken, the meats, Okay, and then just limit the carbs a little bit, not because they're bad for you, but we tend to overeat on them and they can shoot calories up. And have lots of vegetables, fiber. I'm not talking about aloo gobi because you are really mushing it down, but I'm talking about something fresh or frozen even, but nothing that's really been cooked down to an absolute mush. Okay, and if you can do that throughout the whole day, and I promise you're going to find dieting a lot easier, and weight loss will be an absolute breeze. Okay, so the 30-30-30 has my approval. It's something that we actually do subconsciously with clients as well, because we get them to wake up, have a little bit of protein, we get them to do their morning cardio. So we're kind of doing it already, but since it's got a label or a title attached to it, or if you go into YouTube and you search for it, there's all these videos and stuff created around it. It's not a magic fix. It's just, I guess, a great way to start your day. Any questions, let me know in the comments below. And if you did find any value in this, do consider subscribing to the channel as well. I did do a video on apple cider vinegar, which I will pop up, so do check that out if that's something that you're interested in, because it is something that till this day, especially with apple cider vinegar gummies, still gets lots of attention. I'm not sure why, but check out the video before you go.